North Carolina State University, Darrion Caldwell.
Will be the second shoot. Questions for Mr. Caldwell?
Your girlfriend's gonna have to find something else to talk to you about.
Definitely.
Darrion, did your plan work, and how did it go as you were planning? Let me
Yes,
put
it
it
did.
that way.
I just wanted to go out there and get in a match, and get the first couple takedowns, be the aggressor. I knew he was going to come at me hard in the end. He's one who, tries to get build up a lead late in the match. So I just wanted to build a comfortable enough lead where I can just, catch my breath or, be able to stay in control during that third period. So
You seem to know everything he was going to do. I mean, you had a counter for everything he was going to do. What did you do? With a lot of film watch, or what was it?
No, I actually didn't watch any film at all. I mean, that's not something I do. Every match, I know pretty much what he does, but maybe sometimes watching him at tournaments, like last year here. Basically it's all anticipation, I try to anticipate what he's going to do. I can almost feel or it's like I can see it before it comes, Like I knew when he was going to shoot, or when I knew basically the whole time he was going to try to control my head, get me to pop up, and then go for his high crotches outside single. So I basically, when he grabbed my head, or he was grabbing my headgear the whole time. When he was doing that, I wanted to, when I pulled back, I wanted to make sure I had space in between us two. So I was just trying to anticipate what he was doing and stay 2 steps ahead of him at all times.
At what point in the match did you know you were going to be the champion?
Going into the third period, I knew I was up 5 by 5. I think I had ride time as well, and I was like, man, this is it. Nothing. I don't care how many times every time he takes me down, I'm gonna take him down for his one takedown. It's nothing he can do that's gonna take this national title from me right now. So basically going into the third period, I knew that I was gonna come out the victor. But I kind of knew in the beginning, before the match, I had it instilled in my head that I was gonna be a national champion before the day was over. So.
Was there ever, like you said last night, you heard Metcalf. Was there any ever doubts, any fear, or anything about wrestling him?
No. He's human, And it's just a wrestling match. It's not like he has a gun and I have a knife. So, we're both just gonna come out here and give it our best, and that's what we did. He came at me. He's a great guy. I don't know him off the mat, but he's a great guy on the mat. His competitiveness and he's a go-getter. He wants to be the best. He thrives to be the best, and I applaud him for that.
A lot of people are comparing him to Cael Sanderson. And probably a realistic comparison before tonight. Did you feed off that at all?
No, I had no idea people were comparing him to that. I just heard people when I heard people saying that the M word, I thought of machine. So Cael Sanderson, that's a hard goal to accomplish what Cael did, So, not too many people can be put in that category. Metcalf he's a go-getter, and he's not too far off, but Cael Sanderson, I wouldn't say quite yet,
Did he seem to get tired to you?
I felt like I broke him toward the end of the second match, I heard him moaning during the match. I'm like, all right, now is where I need to push, He's tired just like I am, and his fuel is going down. He's gonna end up on E before the end of the second period. So I just gotta continue to be able to stay in position during the third, and that's what I did.
Was that just a collision? Was he maybe trying to go for points at the end when you guys collided, or?
I don't really know. I just seen 5 seconds left. I kind of counted in my head 2 seconds, on the circle. I circled for about 2 seconds, and then I went to go celebrate. I didn't figure. I figured he wouldn't be able to score 6 points in 3 seconds. So why not rejoice? Why not be happy right now? So the match wasn't over, but it was. So I just went to go celebrate, and it was just his what's the word for it?
Intensity?
Yeah, he's very intense, and he just he never stopped. So until the period's done. So I mean, that's a mistake that I made toward the end of that third period. I stopped, and I was worried about celebrating, you know, which wasn't, you know, isn't usually my style, you know. But I mean, it's the happiest moment of my life, and I mean, why not go celebrate?
Are you upset that he did that, or?
No, I mean, I can't blame him. You know, he's upset that he just lost. I mean, he's the defending national champion. You know, he's upset. He's highly upset. So I mean, I mean, who knows? I might have done the same thing. You know, not intentionally. You know, he probably didn't do it intentionally. But I'm glad I walked off from it, because when it happened, all I seen was the crowd. I'm in the air like this, and the crowd, like I just see a couple faces, not faces in the crowd, but I see a couple, you know, lumps in the crowd. But my head is spinning at the same time because I'm tired, you know, and it's like I'm spinning in the air, it felt like. So I'm like, oh, I hope I land somewhere on my butt or my back, and not on my head or my neck, you know. And God bless, I didn't.
What does this mean to you, this win, this title?
It just means I got to continue to work, you know, for the next couple of years. I'm thinking about taking this next year off and getting better, a lot better, you know, keep working to maybe go up in a couple weight classes. I'm just going to keep working hard for next year. Maybe I'll try do something with the U.S. Open this upcoming April, and we'll take it from there, see where it goes, see where it leads.
Speaking of the crowd, during your match, how did it feel to have every section of the arena except for that one with the black and yellow cheering for you?
I mean, it was exciting, you know. I wasn't really worried too much about the crowd, though, you know. I know, like, when it's all said and done, I'm going home to my family, and that's all I really seen in the crowd, you know, was my family up at the top in 315. So I was just happy that they were here to, you know, celebrate and see this moment in history.
Darrion, the first time you pinned Metcalf, a lot of people said it was a fluke. Did that bother you when you hear that?
No, because I mean, I know what I'm capable of, you know. I know I'm a pinner. That's what I do, you know. And if you want to say I'll pin a win, then so be it. If you check the stats, if you look back on the records, I've beaten almost every one of those wrestlers on the podium today that was on that podium. I've beaten all of them by points, one time or another in my college career. So I mean, I can't really say, besides the Oregon State guy who I never faced. So I can't really say, you know, that I'm a pin to win guy, but I just think I'm a solid wrestler. And
What was the emotion when you won? I mean, this is one of the biggest upsets in NCAA history, a lot of people are saying already. I mean, what was your emotion?
words can't describe it. All I began to think about was how blessed I was, and how the Lord, you know, was in me, and how His Spirit, how I'm lucky to have His Spirit in my body, you know.
All right, well, congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
All right.
Thanks, Darrion.